Hello, my name is AYUSH from class 5th of Vivek International Public School, BADDI, District Solan, State Himachal Pradesh and country India. Today I am going to represent my topic on India's struggle for independence that I have created on PictoBlogs, a best coding platform for kids. Let's watch this animation and have fun.
Hello children, today we will see how India gets independence. He is a trader from India. He trades many things like gold, cinnamon, cloves, black pepper. The Arabs were first who came to India to trade. People from different countries like British, Arab, Portugal, Belgium, France, followed. Then a fight happens between them to trade with India. After winning the fight, British started ruling over India. The British traded through the English East India Company. Farmers were forced to grow indigo and cotton. However, there was no unity in their protests. It was only in 1857 that a major revolt broke out known as First War of Independence. It was started in Meerut. A new rifle was introduced in India, known as Enfield rifle. After 1 year, the British suppressed the revolt because the revolt was not organized properly. Some religious reformers like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Raja Ram Mohan Roy were active during this period. Educated Indians realized that British wanted to keep them poor and backwards. This realization resulted in formation of Indian National Congress in 1885. The Indian Nation Congress was formed by an Englishman named Alan Octavian Hume. The leader of the first session of Indian National Congress were Umesh Chandra Banerjee. The Indian National Congress achieved limited success during its early years. The leaders of the Indian National Congress at this time were known as moderates. Some of them were Dada Bhai Nauroji and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. They grew another group in some time called radicals. Some of them were Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal. In 1905, the British decided to partition Bengal. The partition was an attempt to prevent Hindus and Muslims from uniting against the British. So, people strongly opposed the partition. The Congress launched the Swadeshi and boycott movement. As a result, the British were forced to reunite Bengal in 1911. Swadeshi means of one's own country. The movement aimed to popularize the use of goods made in India. People were asked to boycott all foreign goods. They made huge bonfires of foreign-made goods. A large number of students and women joined the movement. The government tried to suppress the movement. Some young people in Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra felt that the moderates and radicals have not achieved enough. These revolutionaries believed that the British can be driven out of India only through force. Some of them were Ajit Singh, Aurobindo Ghosh, Khudiram Bose, and Veer Savarkar. Some of them were later arrested and hanged. In 1915, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi returned to India from South Africa. In South Africa, he had fought against racist policies of the white rulers. His method of fighting, known as satyagraha, was based on two principles: truth and non-violence. After returning to India, Gandhiji traveled across the country. He was shocked by the poverty. He decided to fight not only with British but also the prevailing social and religious practices, especially the caste system. He asked people not to obey the unjust laws of the government. On April 13, 1919, a public meeting was held at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. General Dyer came here and ordered his soldiers to fire at the crowd. Hundreds of people were killed and thousands were injured. The country was shocked by this incident. All national leaders protested against this cruel act. In 1920, Gandhiji launched the non-cooperation movement. He asked people to disobey laws peacefully. But in Chaurai Chaura, some people set fire to a police station and 22 policemen died. Gandhiji was against violence and withdrew the movement immediately. Leaders such as Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Sarojini Naidu, C. Rajagopalachari, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Chittarjan Das, Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru participated actively in non-cooperation movement. After 8 years, the British introduced Simon Commission in India. It came to India in 1928. As not any Indian is involved in it, all people started driving it out. A meeting was disturbed by balloons and kites. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhattacharya Dutt challenged the government this time. 3 of them were later hanged. In 1942, Gandhiji started the Quit India movement. The British government was asked to quit India. Gandhiji asked people to do or die in their attempt to throw the British out of the country. There were nationwide protests. Many leaders were jailed. The Indian National Army was formed in Japan. Subhas Chandra Bose was leader of Indian National Army. He fought with Axis powers in Second World War against the British. He gave a slogan, Jai Hind. After the Second World War ended in 1945, the British government agreed to leave India. However, it was decided to divide the country into two, India and Pakistan. On August 1947, India became a free country. Jawaharlal Nehru was elected the first Prime Minister of India. Dr. Rajendra Prasad elected the first President of India. With this began a new phase in the history of India.